Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 162 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is a written pattern by Undo Crochet, and this one is called Rose of Sharon granny square. This is very similar to like a hibiscus flower. It's a 3D design. You guys, I love 3D flowers, and this one is so beautiful. We are using 3 different colors today. You can use as many colors as you want, but we are first starting with the center, then working this other layer back here, and then we're going to be making our granny square design in the back. So that looks really cool. I love today's square. I hope you do too. Make sure you're checking out those links in the description of this video. Like I said, link to the written pattern is actually going to be linked to the bottom of my blog. So you'll have to go to my blog, YARNutopia.com, the 365 Days of Granny Squares page, and then at the very bottom of that will say number 162. Rose of Sharon Granny Square by Undo Crochet. You can click that and then it will take you to the written pattern on Ravelry so you can follow along with that. She has great photos and descriptions on her pattern, so make sure you check that out. Also, there's a link to my Facebook page and Instagram. Make sure you share your photos in today's comment section of today's post on Facebook. Tell me what you think about this. I mean, I love 3D granny square, 3D flowers, so if you do too, let me know which one's your favorite so far. I absolutely love this one. And also, on Instagram, make sure to hashtag 365 Days of Granny Squares and hashtag YARNutopia. You can tag me in your photos or tag me in a comment in your photos so I can see them, double tap them, and make sure you're following me there and double tapping this photo of today's square today. So make sure you go to my Instagram page and double tap it. So also you can follow me on Snapchat and you can follow me on Twitter. I'm on all social media, so you can find out more information on the website as well. I'd like to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time out to make these videos with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos, so make sure that you subscribe to our channel so you can get the update on when he posts our next video. Lastly, supplies. We are going to be using all Red Heart Super Saver yarn. This is 10-ply yarn. You can use a 10-ply, which is worsted weight medium, size 4 yarn, or you can use a double knitting size, I think it's 3, maybe it is 4, but it's a double knitting 8-ply yarn. You can use that as well. Any scraps you've got available, you can use any scraps you've got. Also, we are using an H size hook, which is 5 millimeters, so make sure you have that handy, as well as a yarn needle and a scissors, because we'll be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, and these tools just come in handy in this project. So get your tools and let's get crocheting together. To start off, let's make a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, then fold this down and pull it through, and then insert your hook, and we can start. So to start off, if you wanted to, you can start off with a magic ring and put 12 single crochets in a magic ring. But I'm going to chain 2, so yarn over, pull through 1 and 2. And then in the second chain from the hook, we're going to put 12 single crochets. So the loop on the hook doesn't count, so count 1 and 2, this second chain. We're going to go into the chain, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a single crochet, so we need 12 of those. So that was 1. Go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2. Insert your hook back into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 3. This is 4. 5 is coming up here. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. I'm going to scoot these over a little to make room. 11 and 12. Okay, now this is what it should look like. If you have to, count back 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then slip stitch to this first single crochet right here. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, so there's round 1. Super simple. Going right on to round 2, I'm not even going to change color, so we're going to slip stitch into this next stitch, but we're going to work in the front loops only on this round. So usually we go through both loops like this, but this is the back loop, and then this is the front loop. So we're only going to be working into these front loops only on these stitches for round 2. So you can see here, front loops only. Just like that. So we're going to leave these back loops all unworked, okay? So we're going to slip stitch into this very next stitch, front loop only, so just insert your hook and then yarn over, pull through and through for a slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 4, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to slip stitch in the second chain from the hook and the next 2 chains. So we're going to go into this next chain here. This chain right here, what I usually do is turn my work toward me so you can see that there are back ridges. I like to work in these back ridges, but you can work into the top side loop right there, or you can work on underneath both of these loops on the top here. So totally up to you, but I'm going to turn my work toward me. I'm going to go right into this stitch, or this chain right here, second chain from the hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. That's a slip stitch. So we're slip stitching in that chain, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, and through for another slip stitch, and into the next chain. It's this third chain right here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to slip stitch into the front loop of the next stitch from round 1. So right in here, go into this front loop, yarn over, pull through, and through for a slip stitch. And then we're just going to repeat what we just did. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch into the second chain from the hook. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Next chain, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through, and the next chain. Go in, yarn over, pull through, and through, and then slip stitch into the front loop only of the stitch from round 1. So right in here, just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. And then repeat. So just repeat that all the way around, chain 4, slip stitch into the second chain from the hook and the next 2 chains, and then slip stitch into the front loop of the next stitch from round 1. So right in here, front loop only, yarn over, pull through, and through. So just do that all the way around in each stitch, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 3. Alright, I'm just finishing my last petal here. You want to make sure that you have 12 of these little petals. So I'm working on my 12th one here. And then once we are finished, we want to slip stitch to the beginning slip stitch of this round. So remember when I said slip stitch into the front loop of this next stitch at the very beginning of this round? Here's our slip stitch right here. So we're going to actually slip stitch into there right here. So you can go right into it. Okay, so you can see there. And then yarn over, pull through, and through. So now we have 12 petals. Going right into round 3, we are going to chain up 1. So yarn over, pull through, 1. And then we're going to be working behind our work here. So you can see here the back loops that we skipped here. We are going to work into those, all of each one of those. And we're just going to put a single crochet on each one of those, so you should have 12 single crochets in this next round. So we're going to go right into here. You can see this stitch right here. We're going to go in to the back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's 1. go into the next one here. You can kind of fold these forward so you can see our stitches. Next stitch, single crochet. So single crochet is going into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So basically what we did in round 1. Okay, so we need 12 of these. So let me see how many I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Let's see here. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Whoopsie. 12 might be a little difficult, or any of them may be a little difficult for you. Just make sure that you have 12 single crochet evenly around, and then slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round. So right in here, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. Just like that. And then, regardless if you are changing color or not, we are going to fasten off. So chain 1, cut this yarn, pull it through, and pull it tight. So this is what it should look like. This actually is kind of a cool applique. If you added a little button here or something, you could sew this onto something like a headband, or if you've seen my floral crown that was inspired by the Snapchat filter, you can maybe make one of these on that. It's kind of cool. But anyway, grab your new color. So I'm going to grab red. We're going to be working on our work like this. So you can see our work like this. We're going to turn it toward us just like that. So you can see this part here. We're going to insert our hook into any single crochet on that round. We're just going to go right into this random one here. Hook on the new color and pull it through. Okay. Now I'm going to chain up 3. So yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, and 3, and that counts as my first double crochet. And then we are going to put 4 double crochet in here, so it'll look like there's 5 because this chain of 3 counts as a stitch. So double crochet is yarn over, go into that same stitch, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops on your hook. So that's a double crochet. So that was 1. I'm going to put 3 more. So yarn over, go back into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's 2. This is 3 and 4. So like I said, it'll look like there's 5 because this chain up 3 counts as a stitch. Then we are going to single crochet into the next stitch. So you can see right here, very next stitch, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Then in the next stitch, we're going to put 5 double crochets. So yarn over, go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to single crochet into the next stitch. So we're just alternating these two. In the next stitch, we're going to put 5 double crochet, and then in the next stitch, we're going to put a single crochet. So just continue working that pattern all the way around, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to the next round together. Alright, I'm just putting my last single crochet into this last stitch here, and then we want to slip stitch to the 3rd chain of this beginning chain of 3 here. 1, 2, 3, right at the top. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. All right, now I'm not going to change color. You could change color at this point if you wanted to and start your new color in the same stitch, the same chain up 3 right there that we just slip stitched into, and you can chain up 1 and go on to the round 5 with me. But I'm going to just chain up 1 and say, keep the same color here. We're going to go on to round 5. We're going to single crochet into the same stitch. So go into this chain of 3 that we just slip stitched into, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And now we're going to chain 1, so yarn over, pull through, and then single crochet into the next stitch. So go in, yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 1, single crochet in the next stitch, and chain 1, single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, and single crochet in the next stitch, and chain 1. And now in the single crochet here, we're going to single crochet. So go into the single crochet, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're just going to repeat that all the way around. So basically just single crochet, or I'm sorry, chain 1, then single crochet in the next stitch, then chain 1, single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, and so on and so forth. So we're just going to single crochet and chain 1 all the way around in each stitch. Do not forget those single crochets between your petals. And then at the end of this round, I'll show you how to go on to the next round. Alright, when you come back around and just single crochet and chain 1 in each stitch all the way around, you want to slip stitch to the very beginning. You can either slip stitch to this chain 1 here or into the first single crochet. That you can decide. I'm just going to slip stitch right in here in this first single crochet, just like that. And now we are going to, so this is your flower. You could fasten this off and have this flower as an applique to something, because that you are finished now. Now we're going to go on to making the square shape, but this looks kind of cool. So now going on to the next step, we are going to turn this. So this is what it looks like. We're going to turn this so we're looking at it the back side, okay, like this. And we are going to work down this side. So you can see here, there is the single crochet we just made right there, and then there's our stitches from the previous row, and then there's stitches from round 3 right here. Okay, so we're going to try and get down to the stitches from round 3 and work around those stitches like this. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that. What we first have to do, you can kind of turn it like this so you're looking at it, and we're going to insert our hook basically anywhere in this area. Okay, so wherever your hook fits, we're going to go in, around something, then yarn over, pull it through, and through for a slip stitch. Okay, we just want to get down to that area. So slip stitch down the side here. Now we are going to go in between these stitches here. You can see there's a hole around that one. You can see this one here. You can see this one here. So you can see the stitches from round 3 just like this. Okay, we're going to work around those. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in one side of it and then out the other side of it. Okay, so out of those single crochets from round 3. And we're going to make a single crochet. So yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we want to chain 3, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 2 of these stitches from round 3, so skip this stitch, go in to this side, out this side of this next stitch. Okay, so kind of like doing a front post stitch, and then yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip these next 2 stitches. You can see this one here and this one here. We're going to go into the side around this next stitch from round 3, then let me get all that out of the way there, then yarn over, pull it through, kind of like a front post stitch, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, next side we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2 of these stitches and go around this next stitch right here. And round 3, then yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2. And now our 4th side, we just want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then slip stitch to the very beginning, the first single crochet of this round. So right in here, just go in, yarn over, pull through, and through for a slip stitch. And now if you're going to make your square in the same color, you can just turn your work. So now we're looking at the front of our flower. You can fold these petals forward and slip stitch into this chain up or this chain 3 space and chain up 3 and go on to the next round with me. But I'm going to change color for my square portion. So instead of doing all of that, I'm just going to chain 1 at this point and cut this yarn and pull it through. Pull it tight, and there you can see back here that there is a mini square where we are going to work now our square in these chain 3 spaces. But you can see in the front here that this is what it looks like so far. Okay, so now you're looking at it like this. Now we're going to turn this forward like this, and we're going to work into these chain 3 spaces right here. So just insert your hook into any chain 3 space, grab your new color, hook it on your hook, and pull it through. Okay, then we are going to chain 3, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and in the same chain 3 space, we are going to put two double crochet. So it looks like there's 3 double crochet. So this chain of 3 counts. So we're going to put 2 more double crochet in that one. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So like I said, there looks like there's 3 double crochet in there. Then we're going to chain 1, so yarn over, pull through, and working in the same chain 3 space, we're going to put 3 more double crochet. So yarn over, go into the chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then we're going to hop into the next chain 3 space right here, and we're going to do the same thing. So put 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, then chain 1, and then 3 more double crochet in there. So in each chain 3 space, just put 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet, and then hop to the next chain 3 space and put 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet. So I'm going to do that for my next 2 chain 3 spaces, and then I'll meet you up at the end of this round. We'll go on to the next round together. Okay, when you're finished with this round, just slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3 here, 1, 2, 3, right here. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, so I'm going to lay this flat so you can see here. Now we have a square shape. So these chain 1 spaces are our corners, and then we have the spaces between our double crochet groupings, and we're going to work in those. So now basically we're going to be working the traditional granny stitch. So at this point you can decide if you want to turn your work, which I'm going to, and then chain up 3, 1, 2, 3. In the same space here, we're going to put 2 double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So 1 and 2. Then hop to the chain 1 space right here and put your corner. And our corners are 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet. So we're putting all of that in the same chain 1 space here. So 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to hop into the space between the 3rd and 4th double crochet on this side here, so you can kind of see there is a gap right there. We're going to put 3 double crochets in there. So 1, 2, and 3. Then hop to the next space, which is our chain 1 space between these 2 groupings here. We're going to put our corner in there. So that's 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet. Just like that. Then we're going to hop into the space between the 3rd and 4th double crochet on this next side right here. and put, you can see there's the gap right there. We're going to put 3 double crochet in there. So 1, 2, and 3. Then hop to the next chain 1 space and put your corner in there, and then put 3 double crochet in the gap between the 3rd and 4th double crochet on the side, and then make your next corner in the chain 1 space. I'll meet you up at the end of this round. When you finish your last corner here, you just want to slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3 of this round. So you say 1, 2, 3 right here. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. Now, like we did our last round, we're just going to turn our work, chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, put 2 double crochet into the same gap right here. So put 2 double crochet in there, 1 and 2. And then basically we're just repeating our last round. So in the chain 1 spaces, we're going to put 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet in the chain 1 spaces. And then in the gaps between the 3 double crochet groupings, where there is no chain 1 spaces, but they are gapping, see here, there's a gap right there, we're going to put 3 double crochets in those. Okay, and then we're just going to repeat that all the way around. In the chain 1 spaces though, make sure that you put 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet, because those are our corners. So just make that, do that all the way around. See, I'm in a chain 1 space here now, so I'm going to do my corner. And then in each gap space, just put your 3 double crochet, and you can make this as big as you want. So just like how I was showing you in the beginning, how we're going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3 there, we are going to then turn our work and then put 2 double crochet into that same space, just like how I showed you at the beginning of this round. And like I said, you can make this as big as you want. I think I'm going to do 2 more rounds and then I'll be done with this square. So I'm just going to continue working that. It's like a traditional granny square stitch at this point. So if you need a refresher, you can always check out granny square number 1. But I'm just going to continue doing this, and I'll meet you up when I'm fastening off. Okay, when you're finishing and you want to fasten off, just slip stitch to the chain up 3 at the beginning of the round, yarn over, pull through and through. Oh my goodness, don't lose your hook. And then just cut your yarn, pull, or you want to chain up 1 and then pull that all the way through and pull it tight. If you want to, you can tie a knot or whatever, however you fasten off, but that's just how I fasten off. I'm grabbing my yarn needle immediately and sewing in my ends so that that is hidden and I don't have to worry about it later. So there you have it. Number 162 is complete. I absolutely love this square. I adore it. You may need to block it. There are other things you can do. You know, like I said, you can make it as big as you want. Obviously on the back here you can see I did 4 rounds in total. I did a 5th round and then I ended up taking it apart because I felt like personally it got a little too big for my taste, but you can totally do 5 rounds, 6 rounds, 7 rounds, whatever, however many rounds you want to do. Totally fine. But there you have it. It looks fabulous. I love 3D flowers. You guys all know this. I'm a sucker for them. So there it is. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out those links in the description of this video. Link to the blog, link to the Facebook, link to the Instagram, link to the Twitter, Snapchat username, all that good stuff. Make sure you're following me everywhere. Share your photos of today's Granny Square on the post today on Facebook, hashtag 365 Days of Granny Squares on Instagram, and Snapchat me. Just do a quick, picture of your square and then Snapchat me for however many seconds and tell me what you like about today's square. So make sure you do that. So I'm going to go enjoy this square. Oh, I was going to mention one more thing. You could do a single crochet round around the edge. You can do a half double crochet or another double crochet round around the edge if you wanted to make a nice clean edge on this too. So that was another suggestion I was thinking about while I was crocheting this. But you can do whatever you want. It's creator's choice and it's very versatile. I just really like the flower in the middle. So thanks again for watching, everyone. Happy hooking!